Tell me I was freaking recording. No.
What's up, everybody? Quick truck interview because it's windy right now. I don't know how the audio is going to be in the tree. If I can do one, I will. If not, this is what you get. I'll set it up for you. It's November 9th, morning hunt. We got a cold front blowing through right now, basically. It's been warm the last couple of days. It's 40 degrees right now. It's not supposed to get over 43 all day. It's supposed to be super cold tomorrow and Monday. So this is kind of the beginning of what should be a really good few days. I'm going into the lease, a spot I've hunted a couple times. I have had a few young bucks around, but no mature bucks. One of the bucks we're after, though, was here yesterday morning at 6:30, and I believe he was back in the woods last night at midnight. So hopeful he's still around. I don't know. Sometimes when it gets real cold like this, at the beginning of these fronts, it can shock them a little bit and they won't be moving, but we're gonna hope for the exact opposite and that it's got them up on their feet. It could be crazy back in there today.
Trying to keep this out of the wind as much as possible, but it's probably still not going to be awesome. It's about 8 o'clock though, and I just had 3 2.5 or older bucks go through the tree program stuff over here behind me. I couldn't get any video of them because it's just too thick over there. I got short windows to see them, and they went by pretty quick too. It looked like they were all cruising. Maybe a doe went through that I didn't see, or maybe they were going after the one that big buck was with when he went through this morning, because they were all headed that direction.
Yep. Yep.
Tell me I was freaking recording. No. No, no, no. Gosh dang. Well, it's 2:45. I had a giant walk out right behind that doe I was just filming. I swear I hit the record button. And it wasn't recording. I'm sure I got the GoPro on. I don't know what you can see on that, hopefully a little bit. But I think the shot might have been a hair back, but he was quartering. So I'll go check it out. Like, perfect. It was there and everything. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I really try to get everything on video, and like that is my goal, is to get everything on video. And then I just messed it up. But I'm gonna get down and go check that arrow and see what it looks like. I saw him run into the woods. Maybe I got some of it on the GoPro, I don't know. I'll show you guys what we can. Stay with me, and I'll at least bring you the rest of the story. Man, it's a good deer. I'm fairly shaken up. I don't get that way too often. It happened really fast. He was on, in frame, in focus, everything. And the freaking record button. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, there's the arrow. That's the only three, obviously. That's pretty good. All right, that arrow looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's a dead deer. I'm still so bummed out that I didn't hit record on that. But we're gonna do a good job getting you guys the recovery and everything. I'm gonna go back to the truck. I'm gonna see what I got on the GoPro. We're gonna give him some time just because I didn't see him go down or anything. And if he's dead now, he'll be dead in a few hours, so I might check and see what kind of blood I can find, but he's a good deer. Excited to show him to you guys when we find him. All right, everybody, so that happened super fast. I'm back in the studio now. I was just running the video from the GoPro. Fortunately, it looks okay. Thank God for those things and for the angle that I was able to have there in that particular setup. But you guys can see on that video, it looks like it hit him pretty good. So I'm sure he's gonna be a dead deer. We're just kind of waiting for dark now. We got permission from the landowner to go in there to the woods and look for it. We have a little bit of that woods as part of the lease, but wanted to make sure if he does get out of that we had permission. So called her, talked to her, and got permission to go in there. I am sure that he's gonna be dead. We're just gonna take our time. Like I said when I was out there, if he's dead now, he'll be dead in another hour. If he's not dead now, and he was gonna be dead in another hour, you'd hate to bump him and then him run off and never find him. So the plan is we're waiting for dark. The landowner did say they might be hunting that tonight. She wasn't sure where her husband and another guy was hunting that, so we're waiting till dark. Be courteous to them for sure, and then we're gonna go in there with some lights, and I think we're gonna find him. It's just a matter of how far. I did look at blood. You guys can maybe kind of see that. It looks like lung, liver, blood. It looked like lung, blood on the arrow. The shot looks a little better than I thought it did. Looks like lungs, liver. He was quartering just a little bit. He ducked right into it. I think we're gonna bring you guys a dead deer here in just a little bit. Is that him right there? There he is. We got him. That's a big deal. Well, we found him. Let's see what we got. Yeah, he'll do.
All right, we got him drugged back out here. This was definitely a surprise buck. We might have got pictures of him. Dusty might have a picture of him from a couple years ago when he was 3.5. But he showed up last night. It was a quick hunt. I got out there sitting with that northwest wind right in my face, so I wasn't looking forward to sitting there all night like that. But as I was getting set up, that doe popped out, and then I just got set down. It wasn't 5 minutes later, this guy, she jumped off and he popped out behind her, and I knew he was a shooter. I could see his tall tines and could tell he had good beams. Didn't recognize him at first. I thought he might have been another deer that I was actually in there after, but realized it wasn't pretty quick, and then tried to get the camera on him, got the GoPro rolling, had the fiasco with the button on the camera, so hopefully you guys won't kill me for that. But I thought the GoPro video turned out pretty good, kind of saved me a little bit there, and got a good shot on him. He was headed out of the plot. He was about 42 yards quartering away. He was headed out after that doe, so I knew it was now or never on him, so I put it on him and held a little bit low. He dropped right into the shot. It hit about the second rib forwards and got in there and got everything good. He didn't go probably 100 yards when we blood trailed him last night. So my biggest deer to date, first time I've ever been bucked out. And it just goes to show November 9th, like wind blowing real hard, you still got to be out there, especially cold front coming through. All it takes is one hot doe. I've had a really good year. I'm ready to be cameraman for the rest of the year, maybe get a little bit of sleep and see what the rest of the team can do. So appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you behind the camera next time.